Alright, so we're going to do a comic book wallet today. So here we have the main supplies we'll need. But a couple of things that we didn't have listed that I recommend having close by is a dollar bill so you can measure, and a box cutter, which I prefer to use over scissors because it just makes things faster. With that said, get started. When you're making a comic book wallet, half the cool thing about it is making sure you get a really cool picture. So I say really look through your comic and try to find cool big pictures that'll be on the back side of the wallet. You can see, jumping ahead, this is one that I made. It's a little glossy, but that way I liked it because I had a big Spider-Man right there on the back. So when I'm trying to find one to make a page, I really kind of look through and find one that's going to give us the most bang for our buck. And oh, here's a really cool double page spread. So I say let's use that. So we just take it, rip that page out, and you're going to cut this down to 6.5 by 5.5 as the instructions, but I'm going to recommend that you make that 6.75 inches wide, 5 inches tall. And in fact, I'm going to do something a little different because I'm actually going to keep this whole sheet and I'm just going to fold it down to 5.5. So that way, mark it real good. So now it's the right height. So now we got to make it 6.7 inches wide. So I like this robot's face. So I'm going to mark this right in here somewhere. So that way I can cut it. 0. Like I said, about 6.75 is a little bit better size to me personally than what they had on the sheet. So once you mark that, then we can just cut it. Box cutter makes this really easy. Boom. I'm obviously a big comic book fan, so this is fun stuff to me. We don't need those anymore. So now you have where we're at on our starting instructions. 6 3/4 by 5.5 tall. Oh, sorry, 5.5 wide by 6 3/4 tall, and we're going to cover this with tape. And if you have the box cutter, it makes it really easy because you can just lay this tape and not even worry about if it goes over the edge because we're going to cut it at the end. And I went a little wide there. This makes a lot of irritating sounds ripping this tape, so I may end up cutting some of this out, so you don't have to hear it over and over. And then you want to do the same thing on the back side. And remember, I folded this in half to make it a little thicker. Couple more pieces, and then it'll all be over. You'll never have to hear this annoying rip again. At least not from me. You guys will be doing it today. Alright, so now you got it all taped. Now I'll just cut the excess tape off. I just almost cut myself, so be very, very careful with box cutters. If you're doing this with your kids, it's probably better to just go ahead and use the scissors. Alright. Oh yeah, this one's going to look really cool. I like this robot. A lot of color to him. Alright, then we can just get rid of all that stuff. So you have this nice glossy piece, and then we're going to just look at it. I'm going to fold one side up So you want to kind of figure out which side that's going to be, and you're going to leave a little bit of space at the top, because this is going to be your pocket, and this is where that dollar comes in handy, because you can make sure it's going to fit, right? And it does. You see it fits really well. And then once you get these corners lined up, you're just going to crease that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but oh man, you can already see, oh wow, that's a really cool, it's a cool wallet. I'm going to be sporting this today. Alright, once you get that, and just give it a couple more creases to get it really good and creased. And this is a much simpler version. You can do as complicated folds as you want. We'll probably post a couple of links of some more complicated versions. Then you're going to take this tape, just get it just on the edge there. And fold over. Do the other side the same way. And sometimes you'll like go a little bit too far over with the tape, but that's okay. Because you can always trim it up. So there you go. Cut off that excess tape again. This is definitely cool. This is definitely a cool looking wallet. Alright. And that's it. Look at there. Now we can stick our money up in here. Fold that in half. Give it another good hard crease. The cool thing is the tape makes this thing pretty waterproof. And that's it. That's your comic book wallet. The Fin Fang Foom Buster. Check, please. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys are having a good time locked inside. There are tons of cool projects and ideas out there. You can search around, and don't hesitate to give us a shout on Facebook. Let us know what kind of projects you're doing. Maybe we can share them out with the world as well. Have a good one.